Everyone. We're going to be starting our service this morning by singing Sanctuary. Make us aware we are a sanctuary, each made holy and upright through. With thanksgiving, we are a living sanctuary of you. Make us aware we are a sanctuary, each made holy and upright through. With thanksgiving, we are a living sanctuary of you.
It is not by chance that you arrived here today. You have been looking for something larger than yourself. Inside of you, there is a yearning, a calling, a hope for more, a desire for a place of belonging and caring. Through your struggles, someone nurtured you into being, instilling a belief in a shared purpose, a common yet precious resource that belongs to all of us when we share. And so you began seeking beloved community, a people that does not put fences around love, a community that holds its arms wide open to the possibilities of love, a heart home to nourish your soul and share your gifts. Welcome home. Welcome to worship. I invite you this morning to take a moment of grounding as we do each time we gather, acknowledging the land that we rest upon. We are here on the traditional land of the Duwamish people, stewards of this land, past, present, and future. With humility and gratitude and our own sense of stewardship, we honor this land and the Duwamish tribe and commit to our role in the story of repair of our relationship with this land and its people. Whoever you are, wherever you have come from, whatever the color of your skin, whoever and however you love, however your body moves or your brain works, however you identify, you are welcome in this faith community. Our Unitarian Universalist tradition has no test of faith, no creed or oath to swear. Instead, we have promises that we make to one another and the commitments we make to healing a hurting world within and beyond these walls. Welcome, everyone.
Good morning. I'm Amy Schiefelbein, a worship associate, and I'm filling in for Ellen Macom today. Joined this morning by Reverend Carter Smith. It is good to be together for the service on the theme of Mother's Day for Peace, honoring the radical roots of Mother's Day. If you're with us for the first time or the first time in a while, welcome. We're glad to have you. If you haven't already, there is a QR code in the pew that you can scan to sign up for our newsletter, the West Side Week. This chalice is the symbol of our Unitarian Universalist heritage. May its heat energize us for the work that is ours to do. May its light make our vision clear and bright. May its warmth comfort us always. This morning, as we light this flame, we mark this time as sacred time. We mark this space as sacred space. Our chalice lighter today is Mia Townsend. Would you please come forward? Now, as Mia lights our chalice, please join me in speaking the words of our congregation's affirmation. Love is the doctrine of this congregation. The quest for truth is our sacrament, and service is our prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge in freedom, to serve humanity in fellowship. Thus do we covenant with one another. Now let's take a moment and greet our neighbors around us. You can continue these conversations downstairs after coffee hour. As is our community tradition, our chalice lighter has been asked to respond to a question so we can get to know them better. Mia has been asked to offer a piece of poetry that is meaningful to her. Will you please come forward, Mia?
Mother, your love was like moonlight, turning harsh things to beauty, so that little wry souls, reflecting each other obliquely as in cracked mirrors, beheld in your luminous spirit their own reflection. Transfigured as in a shining stream, and loved you for what they are not. You are less an image in my mind than a luster. I see you in gleams, pale as the starlight on a gray wall, evanescent as the reflection of a white swan shimmering in broken water. By Lola Ridge.
I invite you all to rise in body or spirit now as we sing hymn number 38 in the gray hymnals, if you are so inclined to read along. Otherwise, the words will be right up here. Morning has broken. Morning has broken like the first morning. Blackbird has spoken like the first bird. Praise for the singing, praise for the morning, praise for them springing fresh from the word. Sweet the rain's new fall, sunlit from heaven, like the first dew fall on the first grass. Praise for the sweetness of the sung in completeness where God's feet rest. Mine is the sunlight, mine is the morning, born of the one light, Eden's the flame. Praise with elation, praise every morning, God's recreation of the new day.
In a moment, we will share in our offering a practice of generosity that sustains the work of this congregation. Each month, 1/3 of our undesignated offerings go to a partner in the wider community. For the month of May, our community giving recipient is Westside Youth Programs. Your donations support youth activities, our youth's engagement in a regional UU conference, co-creating regular connection opportunities for our high school youth, integrating relationship building, fun, leadership development, and discussion of UU youth culture with rite of passage rituals. You can give by cash or check in the baskets that will be passed around shortly, and we have envelopes to record your name on it if you wish. To give by text, follow the instructions on the screen. And now please enjoy this gift of music, Peace Is by Fred Small.
Peace is the bread we break, love is a river rolling, life is a chance we take when we make this earth our home. Peace is the bread we break, love is
We will now take a moment to make collective space for holding the joys and sorrows of this community. As a reminder, if you have something to share, there is a link to do that in our newsletter, and also there's a basket to put paper joys and sorrows in our entryway. So we come to our time of embodied ritual. We have a table with stones to share your joys and sorrows with. During this time, you are invited to approach this altar through the side aisles, place a stone in the water, and return to your seat via the center aisle. Please, you are invited, as you hold your stones, to take a moment of prayerful intention. Place them in the bowl and feel all your joys and sorrows mingling with that of this whole community. And if you are watching online, you are invited to participate as well, if you have a stone or other sacred object. Let us begin. We take a moment of silence, holding in our hearts all the joys and sorrows, known and unknown, spoken and unspoken, here in this room. I invite you to join me in a spirit of prayer and meditation. Find a comfortable place in your body and breathe deeply as it is comfortable. This meditation was written by Sarah Goodman. Hold in your mind the image of all things, all beings, coming from the same tree, roots stretched in limitless tangles of connection and sustenance, interconnected and interlaced in a web of living and dying that is so beautifully designed and most times invisible. Breathe in for our lives touched by ancestors, known and unknown. Breathe out for living lives that will touch our descendants. Breathe in for folks held in loving arms as they were raised up. Breathe out for folks who had to make their own way too early. Breathe in for beloveds who we hold close in our hearts every day. Breathe out for beloveds we sometimes have trouble reaching out to. Breathe in for loving. Breathe out for losing. Breathe in for parents doing the best they can. Breathe out for the impossible decisions they've had to make. Breathe in for those living with addictions, mental illness, and grief. Breathe out for those living with and caring for folks with mental illness, addiction, and grief. Breathe in for caregivers of all kinds who give of themselves to make other people's lives better. Breathe out to honor this holy work, mothering in all its forms. One more breath. If your eyes are closed, I invite you to open them now as we sing There Is a Love.
There is a love holding me. There is a love holding all that I love. There is a love holding all I rest in its love. There is a love holding us. There is a love holding all that we love. There is a love holding all we rest in its love.
Julia Ward Howe was a women's suffragist, abolitionist, and Unitarian. Today I am reading you her Mother's Day proclamation. Arise, then, women of this day. Arise, all women who have hearts, whether our baptism be that of water or of tears. Say firmly, we will not have great questions decided by irrelevant agencies. Our husbands shall not come to us reeking with carnage for caresses and applause. Excuse me. That changes the meaning of it. Our sons shall not be taken from us to unlearn all that we have been able to teach them of charity, mercy, and patience. We, women of one country, will be too tender of those of another country to allow our sons to be trained to injure theirs. From the bosom of the devastated earth, a voice goes up with our own. It says, disarm, disarm. The sword of murder is not the balance of justice. Blood does not wipe out dishonor, nor violence vindicate possession. As men have forsaken the plow and the anvil at the summons of war, let women now leave all that may be left of home for a great and earnest day of council. Let them meet first as women to bewail and commemorate the dead. Let them then solemnly take counsel with each other as to the means whereby the great human family can live in peace, each bearing after his own kind the sacred impress, not of Caesar, but of God. In the name of womanhood and of humanity, I earnestly asked that a general Congress of Women without limit of nationality may be appointed and held at some place deemed most convenient, and at the earliest period consistent with its objects, to promote the alliance of the different nationalities, the amicable settlement of international questions, the great and general interests of peace.
About this reading. Julia Ward Howe was an author, poet, lecturer, abolitionist reformer, and feminist reformer in the middle of the 19th century. She wrote this proclamation in 1870, so you can forgive the gender binary of it. She was coming into her own as a feminist thinker and leader. Only a few years had passed since the end of the American Civil War, an extremely bloody period in this nation's history. It is estimated that over 600,000 Union and Confederate soldiers died. And the numbers are hard to count, but likely hundreds of thousands of civilians died of hunger or disease. A huge portion of them were enslaved people. Then, in 1870, the Franco-Prussian War broke out. A petty squabble of political maneuvering, but a war nonetheless. It lasted less than a year, but also would lead to the death of hundreds of thousands of soldiers and civilians. Witnessing the way that everyday people bear the brunt of the brutality of war and knowing the truth of war's brutality, Julia Ward Howe wanted to use whatever leverage she had to make a statement about it. More about her. Julia Ward Howe was raised in the intellectual and social white elite of New York and eventually found her way to Unitarianism and the abolitionist and reformer circles of New England. She had already had success with her writing of the battle hymn of the Republic during the Civil War and had actually traveled extensively performing it. But this was a period of her life where she was dedicated to the women's cause and was founding organizations left and right for women's rights. I want to call her Julia for short, not her last name Howe, her husband's name, because Julia had a complicated and largely unhappy marriage with Samuel Gridley Howe. He was a pioneer educator at the time, particularly for students with disabilities. But he spent much of their marriage resenting her work, wishing she was doing more to support him. This started when she was merely publishing poetry, and it did not improve when she started writing and speaking publicly about the situation of women in society, and particularly the confinements of marriage. Notably, Julia was a mother of 6 children, including one who died at an early age. It is said that when she considered divorcing her husband, he insisted that he would get to keep the children, and so she stayed in the marriage because she couldn't part from them. Eventually, in old age, he grew to begrudgingly admire her, and they made a peace with each other. but she had her misgivings about marriage the whole time. Notably, all of Julia's daughters would go on to follow in her footsteps as writers and reformers in their own right, and 3 of them would live to see women gain the right to vote. This Mother's Day proclamation was some of her boldest work. With it, she successfully campaigned for an annual observance in Massachusetts, at least, a Mother's Peace Day on the 2nd Sunday in June. And she worked to try to get that General Council of Women together. She was less successful, but she did travel and promote this. She went to Europe and to the Caribbean as well. She single-handedly translated this proclamation into many different languages so that it could be published internationally. With this, I am most impressed by the creativity of it. This is not an impersonal critique of war in general. This is a statement of righteous anger from her particular point of view. As a woman forced by cultural norms into particular roles, she saw the way that mothers particularly suffered the violence of war, and it was not okay. Her words, "Say it firmly. We will not have great questions decided by irrelevant agencies. Our husbands shall not come to us reeking with carnage for caresses and applause. Our sons shall not be taken from us to unlearn all that we have been able to teach them of charity, mercy, and patience. We, women of one country, will be too tender of those of another country to allow our sons to be trained to injure theirs." And isn't this still true? The terms of war and the way it plays out has changed drastically, but ultimately it is still everyday people and those who love them who suffer at the hands of petty squabbles and political maneuvering. We see this in our time. In just a couple of short months, the US-Israel war with Iran has resulted in the deaths of thousands and the injury of tens of thousands. Some soldiers and leaders, yes, but mostly everyday Iranians and Lebanese people, and people in Israel and Palestine and throughout the Persian Gulf. My friends with loved ones in Iran are barely even able to check in with them to see that they're okay because communication networks are down. So much grief in such a short time. And it feels far away enough that it feels impossible to know what to do, but it is close enough because we are one human family. We know that our connections to this violence are undeniable and our hearts break all the same. I do not pretend to have much knowledge of military strategy or even a clear understanding of just war theory. But I do know, because I am a human, that such large-scale violence, especially against everyday people, strikes against all my values of the worth and dignity of all. A personal story. In the first few days of the conflict, I was visiting my family in North Carolina, and I was on my way home, and a collection of people marched up to our gate in military garb. It was pretty startling, but we were informed that on our plane, which was a short flight from Raleigh to Atlanta, we would be joined by a fallen soldier. We found out this was Major Jeffrey O'Brien, an Army Reserve logistics officer who had been killed in Kuwait in a drone strike. The military folks who had come up were part of the honor guard that would see his casket loaded onto our plane and escort his body to his family. We watched this ceremony unfold on the tarmac, all of us at our gate, and pretty much everyone cried, me and all these strangers. We did not talk about our tears or what they meant to us. And I have to assume there was a large diversity of feelings in that terminal, probably a large diversity of opinions about the war. But still there was this sense of solidarity. The tragedy that this one human life had ended, and the understanding that a family was about to receive this body rather than their loved one. And he is one of so many, and I don't know the names of the thousands of civilians who have died in this conflict. I wish I could grieve them as individuals too. I wish I could know their names. And this is just one conflict, just this year. Over the past few years, the world has witnessed and largely failed to intervene in the untold horrors in Gaza. So many Palestinians and also Israelis killed. So brutal, it's hard to even count the casualties. And the war in Ukraine drags on, with hundreds of thousands of soldiers and civilians dead on both sides, largely everyday young men, probably with mothers who are mourning, trained to kill others who are probably not so different from them. So I ask today, Mother's Day, is there room for us to still be too tender for the people of another country to allow for our own to kill them? This year, as ever, we need the spirit of this Mother's Day proclamation, the radical and creative notion that whatever our position in society, we are impacted by the violence of war, and we must look for other solutions of peace, probably solutions that have never been considered. So today, in honor of motherhood and all its forms, let us remember our power and our dedication to the children of the world, whether we are mothers or not. May we practice being agents of peace, however we can. In a moment, we will listen to our anthem, Love Has Broken Down the Wall. And then you will get a chance to meet our special guest, Candace Bauman. She is a leader in an organization called Underground Ministries, and they have creative and I think peace-building work to invite you to join in. Thank you all. Amen.
Well, first I want to thank you all for welcoming to your congregation today. What a beautiful service. My name is Candace Bauman, and yes, Minister Carter invited me today because she's really excited about a program I work for. Underground Ministries runs a program called One Parish, One Prisoner. And this program is based on the idea that there's as many faith communities in Washington state as there are people that are currently incarcerated. So if we were to pair every faith community with just one person coming home, everyone like me would have a faith community come home to. You see, I'm formerly incarcerated. I spent 7 years at Washington Correction Center for Women, and I had 2 teenage boys at home when I applied for the One Parish, One Prisoner program. As a mom, scared to come home to build those relationships back, coming back to a community that I left from in addiction, I applied for One Parish, One Prisoner because, this might sound a little stereotypical, but I was looking for 7 older women to give me the wisdom I needed to be a good mom. Today, I stand in front of you asking you to be a part of this program, to be a One Parish, One Prisoner team for someone else currently inside. I don't know who they are, who we would pair you with, but I do know that I need 7 people that are willing to do our program, which is writing letters, building relationship with just one person, just like me. I'm really excited that Minister Carter was even interested and invited me here today to invite you into this. If I can find 7 people that are willing to give 4 hours a month, 4 hours, writing letters, meeting monthly, and we do have training modules. We're not going to have anybody do something without a little bit of help from us. For 2 years. That's a 2-year commitment. The first year is that building relationship before they ever get out. And the second year, your person's coming home to King County. That's how we're going to pair them with you. They're already coming home to your community. Why not connect them to an amazing congregation like yours? If you're interested, as you've heard, I am a participant. I came home through this program, but I also have Cinda here from outcry UCC, and she's in a community with you with the West Side Interfaith Network, and she's on a One Parish, One Prisoner team. She's writing letters right now to who outcry UCC has been paired with. We're going to be in the fellowship area answering questions so that you can get a good idea of both sides of the program. And then I'll have a sign-up sheet. Just 7 people. Thank you so much for listening to me and welcoming me. And thank you. I look forward to speaking with you after service.
Once again, we invite you to rise in body or spirit as we sing one of my favorite hymns that we have is We Are. We don't sing it really often, and it's a little tricky, but just get in there and sing it with us. Glory. Sorry. Oh, here we go.
Sings to the universe who we are. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. We are our grandfather's prayers, and we are our grandfather's dreams. We are the breath of our ancestors. We are spirit of wrong. We are mothers of courage and fathers of time. We are daughters of dust and the sons of great visions. We're sisters of mercy and brothers of love. We are lovers of life and the builders of nations. We're seekers of truth and keepers of faith. We are makers of peace and the wisdom of ages. We are our grandmother's prayers, and we are our grandfather's dreamings. We are the breath of our ancestors. We are the spirit of God. We are mothers of courage and fathers of time. We are daughters of dust and the sons of great visions. We sisters of mercy and brothers of love. We are lovers of life and the builders of nations. We're seekers of truth and keepers of faith. We are makers of peace and the wisdom of ages. We are our grandmother's prayers, and we are our grandfather's dreamings. We are the breath of our ancestors. We are the spirit of God. We shall that's born, the morning star rises and sings to the universe.
Thank you to everyone who participated in this service, including Scott Farrell and the West Side Chorale, instrumentalists Josh Rawlings and Ronnie Bishop, Reverend Carter Smith, Mia Townsend, Nate Mesnard, and Sarah Deppa, ushers, hospitality. Thank you for being here with us today. As always, it is a pleasure and blessing to do this sacred work together.
I invite you to please rise in body or spirit one more time. And I would typically invite Mia forward to release our flame, but I'm good. It looks like they're downstairs, so I'll invite Amy. We release this flame, but we do not release the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. And we do not release one another. May you go into this week blessed and blessing the world. We hold you in our love as you go.
Well, my friend, go well. It'll soon be time for leaving. Well, my friend, go well. Upon your way. May good times fill your heart. Each day that we're apart. My love in your keeping for you well. Go well, go well. Go well, my friend, go well. It'll soon be time for leaving.